Today we're playing Heimdall in Duel. I wanted to test a little bit more about this character. I want to get a bit of feel for him. I've tried him out a little bit in Conquest as well, and some bot games. Gotta say, they actually up the quality of bot games a little bit. That's pretty cool. But I also wanted to see how he feels like in Duel, and I'm playing against Teats. We're playing on NA ping, keep that in mind. So it's gonna be rough for both of us here, as we're playing Hunters with 200 plus ping, which is not exactly what you ideally want. But we're gonna test that. I was gonna rush like a Blink type of build, but against Artemis I can't really do that. So we're not gonna do that. But what I wanted to try is if I can solo... Yes, I can solo those creeps very easily from red. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I also wanted to see what his clear feels like in Duel. And a lot of that often translates over to normal Conquest still, so it's pretty decent to get an idea of how a god plays. So we can see here that clear-wise, I would say if I play it right, I come out ahead a little bit. I just unfortunately didn't have the best start there, but I probably should have put 2 points in the one right away, to be honest. That probably would have done more for me there. And probably should have killed the other two first, but yeah, we can see already that my clear here turns out to be a little bit better. I can build pressure that way. And that'll help me. And you can see that I'm doing quite a lot of damage. Even though, very early in the game, I had to, like when I had to play with a support bot, a literal bot yesterday, in Conquest, I felt that his laning phase actually felt relatively hard. I can't say the same right now. It actually feels pretty easy. Actually feels like I could use my abilities here to... instead of going for the minion, I could just use my abilities to go for Artemis for the entire duration of this. So yeah, we also have vision with our one, which is really nice. We can always see what's going on. Gonna get us a red buff here. That's pretty neat. And oh, okay, so the range of the two, they actually felt quite long, surprisingly long. I didn't like the 2 that much before because the problem with the 2 is that... oh, and that safe clear with the 1 is also nice. The problem with the 2 is that you can't really do anything else while you use it. But it also is nice for trading because it decreases the enemy attack speed as well. So, and it slows them, so it's so-so I would say. But in late game I found myself, or in later stages of the game, I found myself cancelling it quite often. Just to get the knockback effect of it instead. Oh, here we see the slower basic attacks taking their toll though. I should probably also set up my teleport somewhere, so if I get in trouble I can just go back there with it. So that should help me. This is just like 12 damage-ish and then 50 at the end. I think the cleave here does significantly more work on these minions. It's at least my personal impression so far. So that's what I would primarily go for. But again, it's also a matter of choice. I know that some people are even considering to max out the 2 first, and then of course you also pull out different damage numbers with that. So really, it's up to how you want to play. And now I want to run because Artemis is already back, and I don't know what to deal with that. But I want to get my Transcendence here, which I should be able to. And it's not coming close enough. I saw that, and that should give me a good power spike. I really think that Transcendence will be very strong on Heim. On the other hand, of course, there is an argument to be made for Devils always on any hunter, including him, especially because the cleave attacks also have lifesteal, just very normal lifesteal, nothing crazy, but just normal lifesteal. And yeah, I would. Okay, let me try. Okay, if I keep going with my basic attacks and use the one in between, there's a way where I can basically disrupt the attack flow and just go back into a cleave. I kind of messed that up here, but I know it's possible. Okay, now I lost my train of thought for the other thing that I wanted to say before. That's okay. Oh yeah, Transcendence versus Devils. So I think Transcendence is just very potent on him if you have the option to build into it at all. And I would always try to put that in there. Oh, we can go aggressive here if we can reach. Not quite. But the nice thing about the 2, what I just realized is, like, at that range, I probably would have not used normal basics, I probably would have not reached. But with the 2, I don't have the slow on me, so I can just keep going. I can just keep chasing. I feel like I'm getting baited here. Ah. I don't know how delayed the 1 is when you play it on normal ping. I can't say. That's gonna be interesting because on this ping it has quite a bit of delay until it actually comes down. I'm pretty sure we'll still have some kind of appearing animation even on lower ping, but it might be a bit smoother than it is here. Alright, she's going to Transcendence as well. So that's gonna be pretty even. Yeah, can get it down in time here, that's nice. Get a little bit of poke there. I could of course use the portal as well to get back to lane, but then I sacrifice the escape, so that's always like a tough choice to make. I thought I was gonna be in time here for the spawn, that's bad. I don't have my dual timers. No. But the nice thing is I can always set out the sword somewhere else, and she won't really know when I'm gonna drop it. But in this case I missed anyways. And it's a lot of poke when it goes through. I'm gonna have to be careful now. Because, again, his escape potential is relatively weak. And I see myself getting pretty low here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back, and I'm just gonna use that teleport to get back in. My backing animation just glitched out somehow. Interesting. What is happening? Am I backing at all? Okay, yeah, nice. Interesting. Attack speed boots or power boots is completely your choice. Both has its reason to be used. Hello. Won't even use the ultimate here. We keep that. So that worked. The unexpected teleport here from base. She can kind of see that. Like if it was an experienced player that has played against Heimdall a lot, they would know that we see this this glowing of the crystals where they open up. That basically means that Heimdallr is probably gonna come over from somewhere if there wasn't a crystal before. So yeah, kind of gave the signal there. Oh god, I'm in trouble. Let's see how far we can go with this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, missed it. Ah! Oh god! Ah! The pink! Ah, alright. That was pretty good though. Okay, no, okay, if we actually max the 2, that can be pretty good for clear. No, I can see it. I can actually see it. If I max the 2 here, obviously I would have a lot more impact in terms of how quickly I clear the whole wave. Because like this, I clear either the front or the back of the wave very quickly, but not both at once. So, no, I think it would actually make a significant difference still. So that's very interesting. That's worth keeping in mind. Other than that, that's pretty dirty, that. Getting the second kill so quickly that, like, Heimdall felt very strong there, is what I want to say. So as soon as you get a little bit of your items online, I would say he's very strong. And I've done a lot of testing, which I will talk about in a future video. A lot of testing with like all his interactions and everything. And I was thinking that a lot of his interactions are extremely strong. His ult will definitely get nerfed. Like, it's not even a I think it should get nerfed. I'm saying right here his ult will see nerfs 100%. And yeah, we saw a little bit of that potential right there. You can also see here, like, with this little bit of attack speed in the build, it feels a lot more fluid because he has these slower-ish attacks, right, by design. But, okay, we're gonna use the sword here to get vision. See if we can find Artemis anywhere, but yeah, she's not close. So we can just drop it down here. Ah, now she's there. And now we will keep her revealed even if the minions die. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this little bit of attack speed that we have just from Hunter's Blessing here and from Ninja Tab really makes a difference in my opinion. And I think... yeah, I think I'd go with a build that implements that. There's of course also absolutely the option worth considering. Oh, I tried to do the knockback here, it didn't work. Whew. Survived Duel. The option here that's definitely worth considering is Hydra's Lament. Because of the attack cancel capabilities that he has with his 1, you can do 2 basics, and then you would use your 1, cancel it, and then the next basic normally is not normally would be a not cleaving 1, but the high damage 1, and it's amplified. I don't really want to do that here on this ping because it just feels super horrid, and the last hit is way easier to miss than normally. So we're gonna do a more traditional ability-based type of build, and I think my next item here will be Heartseeker. Because that's always nice. You can also test out the Bull Demon King. I think my item after that will be Arcee, by the way. So I could have gone for the teleport here, but I want to see if I can make something cooler happen. Maybe... Oh my god. That was so much damage. That was so much damage. Oh my... Oh. What? What? I did not stand in that nearly long enough to activate. That should not activate while you're walking. You're supposed to stand still in that... Wait, or did it activate through the trap? No. It can't even be because the trap roots you anyways. So it can't even activate through that. Okay, that's awkward. I know Punkdeck had an issue with that earlier. He showed me where it teleported... Like he teleported basically from base all of a sudden. His stone just teleported him. Mine was the crystal being relatively close, so it might have been a lag thing, but still, you shouldn't be able to teleport while rooted, so that was just very weird in how that interaction happened there. So I want to try something here, and this could not work depending on lag, or it could work and it could be really cool. Let's just see. Okay, she beats, so that didn't work, but doesn't matter. We're just gonna do this. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So I'd say for now, pen builds are definitely the way to go for him. Or pen power builds, because it's just not okay. So there's actually a cooler combo that you can do, but I just can't pull it off on this ping. Where you go into the 2, and then you cancel it. I'll show that in the mechanics video as well in more detail. You go into the 2, and you cancel it immediately, so the enemy gets knocked back. And I've shown this method to Teets, which I think is why she beats immediately, because she knew what was coming. And then you use the ult directly afterwards, and it doesn't have its normal animation. Oh, what's she doing? I feel like she's telling me something right now. Or not. Okay, I thought she was gonna write something to me. Or is she? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting trolled. Jeez, like even that damage just from that ability alone, right? Just for the poke from that is crazy at this point already. Yeah. And you guys know that I am not particularly fond of playing hunters. Okay, I wanted to see how strong he is against Bull Demon though, so we'll see that. That I'm as far from a hunter main as it gets. So in the hands of a hunter main, I think this could be absolutely vile. So yeah, basic attacks here also hitting hard enough. So like the changed basic attacks that he has really don't hinder him in any way. It's just a different feeling. In my opinion, a more assassin-esque feeling, and therefore I love it because, you know, I play assassins. We're actually gonna use a portal for once. Intentionally. By the way, primarily beating Heartseeker because it's a high power and gives us more power with Trance. Not so much because the passive helps us that much here. But it still helps for the one-shot with the ultimate. So yeah. It's got its perks, you know. We made an agreement to not build any defense in this, by the way. Just in case you're wondering why I am not building any and why Teet's not building any. I don't know where she went. She's just defending at a Titan now. I kind of see if I can get to the one-shot. I mean, okay, we're too many levels above, though. It would make it a bit cheesy. Oh, no! She beats it! She knew! No! Get here! Ah, yes. She knows the nonsense that I'm pulling. I can never show the full combo. Alright, we're gonna chunk this down, though. And we might be able to bring the game to an end with that. Can't stay out of range on my screen. Wait, out of range for the 2? Yeah, like I said. the general issues of playing on PTS. Hires, if you're hearing this, please give regional PTS. Right, last fight. No! Yes. Yes. Oh, I can't even tank this, can I? Eh. Don't have lifesteal. It's not good. Come on, minions. I'm scared. There you go. Oh, I wanted to show the clap emote. I can't do that anymore. Wait, what? That is not me doing that. That is not the taunt emote that I'm doing. He does the taunt emote automatically when he wins. That is very rude. Wow. He doesn't even do the full taunt. He just does the sound thing of the taunt, not the full thing. So yeah, that's Heimdall for you. Interesting character. For sure. Yeah, I would say he will probably get some nerfs. Just based on what I've seen over the past days. Ultimate will definitely get nerfed. But even the cleaves might need some tuning down. Because the secondary cleave damage is still very high. Still helps him clear very fast. Yeah. I don't know if the crit damage thing alone will be enough for or against Hydra's builds as well. Because you can get ridiculous crit numbers for that. So there's a lot of craziness going on with this character still. And I think he's very fun. I think he feels very cool and unique, and I don't think he needs to necessarily be OP in order to feel fun. I think this character's kit offers enough either way. I think the sound design could use a little bit of work on the 2 and the 1. It's just a bit quiet and a bit backgroundy, in my opinion, compared to the sound of his axis especially. Build-wise, right now anything goes. I think this type of build is what you really want to look for, like ability-based. Crusher is excellent. Not so much for the extra damage, that's also nice, but just the mix of power, attack speed, and pen, that's just perfect for him. And then Transcendence with a CDR and power, also fantastic to use the ultimate more often. Heartseeker, similar vein, where you get the extra ability damage, and you just chunk even more with the ultimate, and the power is good. He has a lot of scaling for everything as well, and then you can throw in an RC, and you're good to go, and Executioner, of course, if you need to. And depending on other matchups, you can also go for a completely different path. He does, for example, cleave with kin size, but I wouldn't build it because his attack speed is, like his attack swings are longer, so he gets less benefit from kin size compared to everyone else. Not really advisable. Still possible. Absolutely possible is crit as well, even though it's reduced. The single hit damage can be so immense that like it can scare an enemy off immediately. And then anything in between, like pure attack speed builds, I felt weren't as great as you would think. For example, he can instant stuck a Kaivel with just the cleave. He can on a mini wave he can get 3 stacks, but it just doesn't feel as good as going for a more power heavy build early because the basics just chunk for so much. But that's just my personal preference. But yeah, that's my second impression of Heimdall, so to speak, just to give you a little bit more of an insight on him, and then over the next days we'll talk about him more, of course, and go into more detail about specific mechanics, about counterplaying and all that stuff. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to see any of these future videos, of course, feel free to click the sub button and ring the bell if you haven't yet. And other than that, see you for the next one tomorrow. DukeSloth, out.